Yeah, go start.
Okay. So, yeah, hi team. So, this is our assignment 3 for course BI, and it's based on a ETL task. We have to perform it on a Microsoft Azure platform using their data factory service. So, these are the instructions here. We have to take a data set, it can be in a CSV or XML format. We have to upload it in data factory and perform various ETL tasks. And yeah, so let's go to our data set. Can you click on the link of dataset? Okay, so this is the dataset which we are using, and it's this dataset we have taken from Kaggle, and it contains uh, how they have this is about the stray animals, and like on which date animal can be cat or dog, which they were stray, or they were surrendered by some their owner or something. So mostly it's about the cat and dog or some animal, and it have various attributes like month, year, the location where they were found, what was the intake, and the animal category and the breed, etc. So now we will use this data set for our assignment. To let's now go to the Microsoft Azure platform. Now this is a serverless service, data integration service, which is provided by Microsoft for the users. And the best part of this is that any person who is not interested in coding, it can help you provide the code-free data flows. And another part is the security. Obviously, Microsoft provides a better security for this, and it helps in the ETL, and basically it helps the company in stabilizing their BI team. So now moving on to Animal.
Hi everyone. Thank you, Kumar. So I'll explain about the flow that we have created uh, uh, to successfully execute our data flow. So the first thing that we did was create a resource group. So our resource group is named as assignment 3. All the resources that are used in this you can see here. So the first one is Texas underscore stray underscore DB. That's our database name in which the Excel file, the CSV file has been stored. Texas stray animals is the data factory name. Texas stray animals, the third one is our SQL database. The table. All the data are here stored in the exactly same manner as in the CSV. So going over to the text data factories, and first of all, we created after creating the resource group, we created data factory under the resource name assignment 3. This is the main overview of our data factory Texas stray animals. Moving to the Open Azure Data Factory Studio. So upon successfully creating a data factory, the first thing that we executed was creating a pipeline. All the different resources such as CSV file, database, and tables all are associated through this pipeline. The data sets are final Texas stray animal, that is our main table. All the data that is successfully transformed has been stored into our final table, and this is our data flow. So first of all, I will take you through the database that we have created. So the name of our database is Texas underscore stray underscore DB. Under this database, we have created a table. Now we'll log into it. Yeah, the table name is dbo.texas stray animals. Uh, Moving further, we'll show you the storage account, that is Texas stray animals. Under storage account, we created a container to store our CSV file. As you can see, Texas underscore Texas container is the container name. Under that, we have created Excel. We have uploaded our Excel file, that is Texas underscore stray. So moving to the data flow, Harpreet, moving to the data flow, the first thing that was we did is imported a source file, that is main data, which is stored into the database, which contains all the data from our Excel sheet. Further task will be explained by my team member Harpreet. Can you take over?
Yeah, thank you, Nirmal. So, after selecting the data, that is our main data. So we will move to the second task. Can you please go there? So the task selection. So this is a select query which we did, the data which was there already. So we the input stream, you can see that it is a main data. So we have selected our incoming stream, and then our outgoing stream is upside. No, in the select settings, Nirmal. Can you please go to select settings? Yeah, so here you can see that the output select stream name as task data transformation, and here you can see our main data columns. So these columns are the column which are directly fetched from the Excel. So these are the animal ID, month, year, and all. So the data type is also there. So the same data type and the same name we have fetched to our data data source. So this is our data preview, whatever data we have fetched. Next, please. So this is our first transformation which we have done. So what we did is we have done our date transformation. So the incoming stream which we have selected is task selection. So and the output stream name is the task date transformation. And now you can see we had our already our month year column in our main data source. So that we have taken, and we have used our function month to fetch the month number, and also the day of week, that is for from the month here to fetch the day of the week. So here you can see the data preview for this. Mm. So once the data will be loaded, so we can see that yeah, so this is the month number. So whatever month it is, if it's Jan, it's one. So and for the day also same. So it will start with one as Monday. So next to my next team member. Thank you.
Yeah, so hi, this is Dhruval Patel, and so this is the third task that we have done. That is named as encoding. So the output stream, the name of the output stream is start task encoding 2, and the input stream, incoming stream will be the task date transformation, as we can fetch our data from the previous pipeline. So this is the column that we name as animal description, and the expression we have used a concat ws, because as we use a simply concat function, it will not pass any separator like a semicolon. So we added a concat ws, so we can add a colon on that, and this is the breed and the color, which is the column. So to concat that, to merge that, the animal description. So here we can see the data preview, and this is the output that we are seeing. Yeah, so this is the output, and we can see that this is the animal description column, and we this is the breed, domestic short hair, and this is the separator that we use colon, and after that the color. So the next task is the filter that we used. So this is the output stream name task filter, and this is the incoming stream name task encoding to, which is come from the from this data flow. and the we added query like day equals to 3, that is 3 means Wednesday, and which animal is that, and the animal name is the dog. So we have used this expression builder. So this is the output of for our query. Yeah, so this is the output of our the task filter. As you can see, the dog is here. So moving forward to the next task, my team member Yash will continue further.
Yeah, hello everyone. The next task is task union. So coming to the details of the task, the output stream name is task union and the incoming stream name is task filter, which is the previous task as explained by my team member Dhruval. And in this task, the union between the previous task output is merged with the main data stream, which is as seen shown right here. Now the data preview. Yeah, so as you can see, this is the data preview of the current task after the union. Now coming to the next task, sync. The output stream name is sync1 and the incoming stream is task union, which is the previous task. And in this task, what we did was created a new data set, which was the final output after the union, like all the queries and tasks performed in the described in the data flow described in the same table along with all the outputs. So here's the data preview of it. I'm sorry, this fetching data takes quite a while. So here's the data preview of the final output, which is the sync. And that's everything for this assignment. Thank you everyone for your time.
Nirmal, we can also can you click on that plus sign so that we can show like how we are coming up to these tasks, how we are selecting the task.
Yeah.
Any plus
Yeah.
sign.
Yeah. So the thing, yeah.
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 So
So
here on every step when we click on the plus sign, we get a list of tasks which we can perform on the current data set. So this include like a schema modifiers like pivoting the table, window functions, rank functions, and aggregating. And if you go a little up, then you will see so basically this multiple input is something where we are performing some task on a current data line and we need to connect it with the previous task or like some another data set. So yeah, so this plus signs help us to get into all these tasks. So that's the end of our assignment. Thank you so much.
thank you so much.